crash in Tennessee.
Brennan? Yeah, no. Okay, so we were talking with my siblings about near-death experiences. We've had many. You've had some crazy ones.
Yeah.
Just tell us about one of them.
Where's Brennan? There he is. Did you have one of these near-death experiences?
Oh, he's had several.
I've had a couple handfuls.
Like actual near death, like
No. He
guess
should
the-
have been. He should have moved on.
Brennan says Nixon.
So I guess the closest near death was I was scuba diving with Dad, and we're spearfishing at Watauga Lake, and it's
no.
this
Oh, okay. Sorry.
where
That wasn't my
it's
experience.
at the dam at Watauga Lake, so it's terraced off about every 20 feet. So
Right.
we're diving only about 20 feet, so it's you don't have to really be too careful,
Okay.
because you're only 20 feet down. You don't have to, usually you save a bunch of reserve in your tank, and you do all these precautionary things. But
What I've always done.
Yeah, right.
but we're only at 20 feet, so you don't have to like decompress. You don't have to do a lot of stuff like that. But anyways, we anchored the boat about 40 feet down, and when we pulled out, we didn't have a bunch of oxygen in our tanks, and we killed some fish, and we were pulling the anchor up, and the anchor didn't pull up, and so my dad said, "Oh, I'm gonna jump down," and I said, "No, fuck it, I'm gonna go down and get it."
Right.
And so I put on my stuff, jumped back down, and at 40 feet there is like no light pretty much, so it's about
Yeah.
pitch black.
Wow.
And our sign was, he said, "Well, pull on the rope when you need slack." And I said, "Okay." But I guess when I swam down, my fin had gotten wrapped around the
Oh,
line.
jeez.
So I was kicking it, so it felt like I was trying to yank it almost
Yeah.
the whole time. So he let go. And so as I sat there, I got down, the anchor is about this big,
Yeah.
and it's in a rock about this big.
Oh my gosh! And you've been underwater for.
So I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to pull it out, and I realize I can't pull it out, and then I pull the last breath of air out of the tank, which is this terrible feeling.
Yeah.
It's like this dry feeling. So, but I've been diving a bunch, so I know not to panic. That's the first thing. So I pull my dive knife out. I realized that as I've been standing there, the line's been wrapping around me,
Wow.
coming down. I wrap around all my gear, myself. So I pull out my dive knife and start cutting. And as you do it, you're slowly letting out air because it's not like lack of oxygen, it's more
Right.
CO2 that's building up. So I'm trying to let out a little bit as I can.
Wow.
And then eventually I get to a point where I'm like, that's it. So I kick off the bottom and get to the top. My hand, I can see the top. My hand goes above the water like that. And the rope catches me down.
Come on.
And then I take my first full breath of water. And my dad saw the fingers
Wow.
come up, and he just like manhandled me out of the water.
Wow. You shouldn't be here.
That-
There's-
No, I mean really. That's just. Wow, that's amazing.
Which life was this?
I think this is like third life at this point.
yeah,
Wow,
probably. at
that's
least.
amazing.